Alright, what's good, guys? This is Elo Speaks back again with another video. So in this video topic, I wanted to talk about a recent clip that I've watched from Dwayne Wade on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. And in the interview, they were talking about different red things. But one of the things that they talked about that I wanted to make this, that prompted me to make this video, was when Dwayne Wade said that the way that the Miami Heat Big Three, aka the Heatles, came about was when Dwayne Wade has saw Kobe Bryant won his fifth championship after beating the Boston Celtics in the 2010 series, winning his fifth ring and, solidifying himself as one of the greatest shooting guards of all time during that time. So they were just talking, going back and forth, chatting, and then he just gone into more detail and more depth about how the Big Three came about. We already know how it ran its course over the past 4 years. They made 4 finals appearances. They won 2 of them. They lost against the Dallas Mavericks. Then they beat OKC Thunders. They was able to beat the San Antonio Spurs in a 7-game series, and then they got destroyed by the San Antonio Spurs in 5 games, and we know how that ended. But the reason how that came about is during the series Kobe was playing the Boston Celtics after he had won his championship. Dwayne Wade detailed that as soon as he saw Kobe win his 5th ring, he saw he threw the ball in the air and started celebrating. He turned off the TV and he just got vividly frustrated and angry about that, seeing Kobe win another championship when he only had 1 championship, 1 final MVP at the time, and while LeBron James was still trying to win his first ever championship at the time. So right after Kobe won the series, he hits up LeBron James, and they start talking about, joining teams and trying to, build a super team, and that's how that came about. So basically, essentially, what they said was, they formed that super team to try to stop Kobe or try to compete with Kobe, so that way they could have a chance to win championships later on down the future. Because they seen that Kobe Bryant was kept on winning rings, just won back to back, went to 3 straight finals, won 2 of them, and they still getting eliminated for either the first round at the time, or LeBron James was either making it to the second round or the Eastern Conference Finals and losing, and wasn't able to get the job done to even face Kobe Bryant at the time. So they end up joining forces. Now, I want to add a little caveat to that, because we all know that originally it was supposed to be Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Carmelo Anthony that was supposed to join forces and be the Big Three in Miami. But I guess Carmelo Anthony wasn't really with that. He declined to do that, which was a horrible, bad move on his part. Because if he had done that, he probably would have had won multiple championships and be seen as an all-time great in a lot of people's eyes. But now he's not really held in high esteem in everyone's eyes because he does not have a championship. And you don't need to win a championship to be held in high esteem. There's a lot of great NBA players that's graced the game of basketball that has not won a championship, but it does look better on your resume that you won an NBA championship and you were one of the key factors in the reason that you have won an NBA championship. So to say that, he opted out of that. So then in comes Chris Bosh from Toronto Raptors, and he ended up joining them, and then that's how the Big Three came about. And this is around the time LeBron James' jersey got burned because he left Cleveland, Ohio. A lot of people hated him, so he just took on the villain role persona, ran with it, and then that's how the Miami Heatles was born out of that. It was a great team, one of the best teams in NBA history. They won a lot of games. You could argue say LeBron James had one of his best performance peak-wise during his Miami Heat days. Statistically, physically, like at his peak prime when he was doing that. So again, I think it was interesting to hear Dwayne Wade's take on it. We obviously not gonna know the full details about it. I'm pretty sure Dwayne Wade just gave us like a little bit of it, but still, for him to even come out and say that was bold of him. To say that to try to, because they saw Kobe Bryant win his fifth championship ring, and this is coming at the time where they, a couple of years back, the '08 Redeem team, how they went overseas to go win gold after the flop that they did in the '04 Olympics. So they wanted to redeem themselves, and they ended up doing that with Kobe. They seen how he work, how he train, how he moves, how he operate, and they wanted to, go after that, emulate that to some degree. And then for him to win two more titles after that, I guess they wanted to, like, we have to start winning some titles now before it becomes too late for us. And this is at this, not that prime Kobe, prime LeBron James, prime Chris Bosh, prime Dwayne Wade. Now, granted, Dwayne Wade was starting to get up there in age because of all the running up and down, jumping, dunking with his knees, but he was still a prime premier defender and good player at the time when the Heat was at the peak of their powers. So I just wanted to make this video because I found it interesting just to hear Dwayne Wade's take on it. I don't really hear Chris Bosh or Dwayne Wade talk about this situation. I know that LeBron James did give a slight opinion about it. You already know the video that was out when they made that big, announcement that they were from the big three. And LeBron James is like, not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. He talked about that years later that he kind of regretted doing that. But what he did say that he thought was going to be easy winning multiple championships like that because he had two all-star players on his team. But, lessons learned, and he grew from it, and he became a better player from learning those lessons. And the Dallas Mavericks series humbled his ass in doing so, because nothing is easy, regardless if you have a super team or not, because by the end of the day, you still got to go out there and go get it and win that championship. So, yeah, it was interesting. So, what do you think about this? Do you think that Dwayne Wade was right? I know the LeBron James haters don't like this because they don't like the comparison between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. I just find it interesting. They formed a super team, and one of the inspirations because of that is because they wanted to stop Kobe Bryant after they seen him win his fifth championship. Well, that's all my thoughts. That's all I have on the matter. I'm out. Peace.